So this is still not dead. It is a Doom-style run-and-gun shooter. It's got kind of a roguelike, vibe to it because, what game isn't a roguelike? Actually, the only games that are not roguelikes are Battle Royale games, apparently. That's what we're making these days. It's all right. It's all right. I like these genres. So, high roller, runner, gunner, food heals. Let's be a foodie. Okay, so you choose an initial blessing, some kind of bonus. You start a round, and then each round you run around trying to collect better equipment, trying to kill as many monsters as you can, and you got to kill a certain number of monsters before you can move on. My head is actually blocking the place where it tells me how many kills I need to get. So right now I'm at 13. And I'm looking at my mini-map. Looks like there's a weapon across the map for me, so let's go get that. Of course, the pickups in this game are not free. You don't just get to run across them and grab them. You have to actually spend currency on them. So, I've got 220 pounds right now. I usually need 300 to get a weapon. So, it was nice of them to make all the weapons cost about the same amount. So it's really predictable, and I can tell when I've got enough. Okay, so I've achieved all the kills I need to achieve. What I need to do is get enough money to buy this weapon, and then get out before death comes for me. So this game's got, each level ends a little bit like Spelunky, with some horrible monster chasing you to the exit. So I'm close to... There's an exit right there, so I can take that any time, but let's see if we can... Oh, man. Ah! Zombies everywhere. These guys just love to creep up behind you. So I can see roughly where the weapon is supposed to be on my mini-map, but the mini-map does not tell you the layout of the walls. So trying to get to it is still a challenge. Okay, crossbow. Crossbow is basically exactly like this pistol, so it's not really an upgrade, but it is more ammo, so... This guy's interesting. This guy doesn't actually hurt you. He just locks you inside a fence, so if you're trying to run away from something else, this guy can screw you over. So eventually the fence goes away. Oh, gotta get to the exit now. Death is coming for me. You can see death on the minimap. Getting closer and closer. He'll start damaging me if I let him get too close. We'll just get out of here. Alright, so I got to choose a blessing at the beginning of my first round, and now I have to choose a curse. Hard to break the environment. Death comes earlier. I don't really rely on destroying the environment, so let's just give that up. Not a big deal. I really like these enemies that explode into pink balls of goo. So I've got a crossbow now, which is great. I've also got this thing. I keep forgetting to try to figure out what that does. Little crystal? I think I'm supposed to use it on weapons or pickups or something? Oh, yeah. So the crossbow, it's like the pistol. It's similar in damage, but I think its range is more limited. But that's fine. It's more shots. So the big danger is that I'm just going to not find enough weapons or enough ammo to last into the later missions, later levels. Whoa! Yeah, I like how that enemy sort of makes you think after you kill it. You have to... basically, that enemy sort of trains you to count your shots, so you know when you're going to kill it, so you can get out of the way. Ow! Get off me. Alright, so what am I doing? I'm killing this skull. It's really easy to just sort of lose track of what you're doing. A hand? Ow! Okay, I don't have enough money for this weapon, so... I want to find out what that hand weapon is, though. That's pretty cool. I'm at 60 health now. Enemies love to just come up behind you in this game. They'll notice you, and you won't notice them, and they'll just be right behind you. You'll have no idea. Ow! 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 Oh my gosh, what the crap? The exits are unlocked. I should be heading towards them. Let's see if I can get some health, though. The health tends to come in pretty small pickups. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's see if I can get some health anyway, even though I'm too close to the end. Where is it? There it is. Carrot! Carrots are my favorites. All right. Okay. Let's get back to an exit. Oh, you can see death is right on my tail. This, oh my gosh, no! Ah, get off me! Oh, you horrible monster. I thought I was headed towards the exit, and I was not, and now death is on me, and I am destroyed. Cloudgraph says, that's not how a crossbow fires at all. That's what, you know, this isn't how life works at all. But yeah, no, I agree with you. Fast bullets, sure, let's go for it. So each level, I basically start over from scratch again with the same crappy pistol. I'm trying to get money to earn my first weapon upgrade. But I feel like, I can't decide if the enemies are just like unlocking on an account level, like, because at first, you know, I started with only a few simple enemies the very first time I played, and they kept giving me new ones over time. And so I assumed that I was just sort of going up through the levels and is introducing new bad guys as I went, but it feels now like every level has just got a different mix of bad guys, and it's just kind of, I can't really decide what to expect, you know, like it's gonna be a mixture of these guys that shoot the pink blobs at me, and these explodey guys, and these Christian crabs, apparently is what those are. I don't know what they are. Okay, wait, gun, looking for a gun. See, it's a crab monster with a cross sticking out of it. Like, what is that? It gets to keep vampires away? Okay, so here's a carrot. Carrots are delicious. And some, oh, right. Remember remember those pink blobs? Ow! What's shooting at me? Something else is shooting at me. So I think this gun is inaccurate. Like, it's powerful but inaccurate. So the pistol's better for shooting things at long range. Well, let's try to pick up some health before we die. Oh, wait. Let's not get murdered by death again. Oh, okay. Get off me. Oftentimes, my quest for health will end me up with less health than I started with. Oh wait, where am I going? Trying to get to a door. Whew, alright. Confusion, so my mini-map gets more confusing. Enemy sight. Enemy sight. I have got to remember to figure out what these crystals do. Let's go find another weapon. Alright, I think there'll be a weapon in here. Oh, I can't afford it yet, though. And it's not in here, it's somewhere else. Just slightly off. Okay. Cloudcraft says that I need to get into the habit of checking behind me just all the time, and I agree. Just periodically, I should just look behind me and find out what is chasing me. Because sometimes I will get a ridiculous number of enemies behind me without even realizing it. So let's figure out, I want to figure out how to get at this gun. See the sheer number of guys that they pick out. Alright. Money. 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 More money. Let's go. Yeah, let's try to get this weapon down here now. Oh my gosh! What are you? Get away. Okay, I've definitely got enough cash for it now. Ow. Ow! Get away from me. Oh, crap! Come on! Watch me get killed now before I have a chance to try out this crystal thing. Oh, no, death is coming. Ah! Okay, okay. Let's just get to the exit. We'll try again next round. Whew! Oh, Cloudcraft was reminding me that the environment is destructible. I had forgotten the environment was destructible, so it might have been possible for me to actually shoot my way through a hedge or something to get to one of these hidden weapons. So I'll have to try to remember that too. I'm having the hardest time remembering things I want to try in this game because it's just so like in your face intense when you're playing it. Yeah, explosions heal you. Sure, sounds great. And now there's going to be no barrel zombies. Take that, Christian Crab. Okay, force field ghost. Let me go. Okay, here. Oh, shotgun. Nice. So, wait. Before I grab the shotgun, let's see if this does something. Oh, it turned it into a rocket launcher. Okay, sure. So I guess it sort of randomizes it or something? Is it always an upgrade? Does it always, like, go from a crappier weapon to a cooler weapon? It's hard to beat a shotgun in a game like this, though. I don't know if the rocket launcher I got actually was any better. Oh, ow, okay. Apparently those guys toss Molotovs when they die. That's really good to know. Yes, yeah, Cloudcraft, I of course failed to experiment with exploding walls because I died before I really used the rocket launcher. So, okay, let's try this one more time here. Okay, map icons show the exact thing we're getting. Okay, let's go get a rifle, I guess. From somewhere around here. There it is. Shotgun? Maybe it's a shotgun. I can't afford it yet, of course, because this is the very beginning of the game. So let's go somewhere. Ow. Ah! Whoa. To have enough money to buy that shotgun-y looking thing. Alright. Come on, jerks, where are ya? Ow. Did not even try to dodge that for some reason. It's amazing how you can miss at close range. Or how I can, anyway. Yeah, the main damage those guys do is that they hold you still longer, so it's harder to escape death. Okay, let's start heading back towards the weapon. Which is also not very close to the exits, unfortunately. Okay, here's some gold. Pounds and pounds of it. Alright, so let's do this remix thing again. Barbed wire? Okay, rocket launcher. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. How? Oh. I'm trying to see what I can destroy exactly with this rocket launcher. Looks like that building isn't that responsive. Oh crap. Alright. $30 hit points, what? Let's get out of here. Whew. Alright, fog. Yeah, so it looks like I know that there are blessings that make me more more destructive to terrain. I mean to, walls and things. And I know that there are curses that make me less good at it. So that definitely should be a thing I'm able to do. I'm just not sure exactly how. Like which walls will be responsive to it? I guess not that one, right? Ah, that was a leaf blower. Screw that leaf blower. Do not want. Ow, okay, so these little minor obstacles can be destroyed. Maybe all of them can. Maybe some of them just take a ridiculous, insane amount of damage first. So I'd like to get my hands on that crossbow. Because I've got enough money for it, and I don't want to run out of bullets in this gun. So when you first start playing the game, and you're just getting killed all the time, the idea of running out of bullets in your gun just sounds laughable. Oh, of course there was someone behind you, right? Because there's always someone behind you in this game. There we go! Okay, so I actually could destroy that. Time to go. Alright. Let's get out of here. Vampiric Strike. Melee kills heal you 20% of the victim's total health. Explosions are 3 times as big. There we go. I'll probably regret that. I'll probably blow myself up, but whatever. This is ridiculous. Somebody hit me from behind. Why am I acting surprised that something hit me from behind in this game? It is interesting to try to think about, like, what would you, like, if you decided that guys hitting you from behind was too frustrating in a game like this, how would you mitigate it? Like, how would you fix it? You know, because I'm betting that, I mean, when they're playtesting this game, some of their audience is like, yeah, this is how I want it to be. Gotta constantly check behind me. Everything's really hardcore. You're not holding my hand at all. It's great. Some of the audience that play the game has to be like, I just keep getting ganked from behind. That's not fun. I don't like that. And it's interesting, it's like, as an exercise, it's interesting to think about, nope. To think about what you would change. Like, would you give the player more information? Like, would you warn them when there's enemies behind them? Give them some kind of, like, you know, assassin radar or something, like to tell them, you know, or like some kind of spidey sense to tell them when there's something going on? Or would you try to change the AI so that it tries to get in front of you more often before it attacks you? That's, I mean, the player can turn around so fast. I think that would just add messiness to the AI's decision-making process without actually improving anything. And the player can probably cheese it too by just keeping guys behind him, so. Oh, Cloudcraft mentions the idea of giving enemies audio cues, so you can like hear a guy coming up behind you. That's something we rely on a lot in. We use a few different things in State of Decay 2 to try to avoid the player feeling like they got unfairly ganked by an enemy. And one of them is you have a mini-map up all the time that tells you exactly where all the aggressive enemies are. But that can be turned off because a lot of hardcore players don't like that kind of thing. But another thing we do is, like, our most dangerous zombies have really clear audio cues. Like when a feral notices you, you hear this distinctive roar, and then you can hear the galloping of its feet as it's getting closer and closer to you, and so you can sort of like figure out where it's coming from and stuff. So something like that might actually help. If I could hear, you know, a zombie getting closer behind me, if it made a little noise when it was coming up behind me, that would probably help a bunch. But that is still not dead. I'm glad we had a lot of trial and error trying to get things to work here on my machine because my machine was being weird. So I'm glad we actually finally got through a couple rounds of Still Not Dead because I have a lot of fun with this game. The lunch break that I spent playing this game was one of the more fun ones that I spent streaming. So glad we were able to do this. And Cloudcraft, thanks for being here and participating despite all of the technical glitches that will not be in the YouTube video and you won't know what I'm talking about. So that is that. So I'll put my usual end of a YouTube video stuff up here, and we will move on to something else. Something quick. Because I actually have a hair appointment in like half an hour. So maybe I'll just...